So as I was sitting in my home doing nothing illegal in the slightest, I thought to myself, I am done following the rules. I am done having quote-unquote basic human decency. So I thought I'd forget morality exists for a day and do crimes with degenerate Totk builds to see how I like being a criminal. I thought I'd start out small and make a giant, mildly attractive man to inflict his flames upon Hyrule, so he tormented random travelers with immense grace and elegancy, so I left him to do his thing while I gotta do more crimes. So using my anatomically correct body pillow of Teba, I thought it would indefinitely destroy and burn the entire food supply of Hateno Village, after which I proceeded to eat CC alive in front of the whole town, which led to me being called a quote-unquote monster, which, like, yeah, I'm a bad guy, that's the whole point. And it's not like I'm doing anybody a disservice eating her, because, like, they're all gonna starve now that I destroyed their food supply. This fat bitch is just gonna eat everybody's rations. Her being in my digestive system only helps the whole town, you know what I mean? Well, now that I think about it, they probably could have survived off of her alone, but you know what? Sucks to be them, it only makes it even more of a crime. So as many of you know, I love touching Koroks with my meat, and even slapping them with it. So I made this simple machine to give this Korok a light slap with my meaty chunks. All you do is hold the Korok in place, turn on the machine, and boom. I know, underwhelming, but I assure you, each slap is incredibly painful. But after a few hours of touching this Korok with my meat, he told me it was the most pleasurable experience of his existence, which made it by definition not a crime. I was devastated, outraged even. Was I becoming good? Horrified at such a disgusting idea, I launched the Korok into the sun and moved on to Lookout Landing, where I would strike next. Pura, we all love her, we all simp over her. Some send her flowers, others chocolate, but me? Oh, no. I sent her my army of explosive orb dicks, and just when she least suspects it, boom. Do you love me now? Do you love me now? Truly, she must love my balls combusting in her face. I am really getting good at this Riz thing. You can't have a Tears of the Kingdom crime video and not do drunk driving. That's impossible. So I chugged an ungodly amount of noble pursuits, got in my Cumobile, and proceeded to run my big circles over a bunch of NPCs and Koroks. I misspoke. Bokos. And, yeah, Also, if the government didn't want me to drive drunk, why did they ask for my driver's license when I buy alcohol? Alcohol. When I buy alcohol. Why? It's because they... You know what? It's dead. So if you're like me, you hate summer, or anywhere where the temperature is over 65 degrees Fahrenheit. I would quite literally spend the rest of my eternal life in Antarctica than the Sahara Desert. But the Gerudo have to face the blazing sun all day with little to no escape. So after a horrific breakup with Urbosa for quote-unquote using her shit as lube, I thought I would get my revenge by making this masterpiece of a device. I call it the Gerudo Suffering Emitter, or GSE for short. It works by trapping a Gerudo in a cage in the blazing sun and subjecting them to insane heat until they melt into a delicious, delectable, absolutely scrumptious, chunky, bloody, smoothie for me to drink right in front of their loved ones. No! No! Stop melting, Darla! Stop, you monster! Stop melting my friend! No! And now this is all that remains of Darla. Time to cook her into a smoothie. Making a smoothie out of old milk. There we go. A delicious Darla smoothie. Oh my god. Oh, I can smell every memory of her. I can smell every organ, every toenail, her entire body. Oh, in one sip. Do you like crimes? Well, here at Sir Prisma, we're all about crimes. From ranking every single Tears of the Kingdom food item on attractiveness, that's right, we're coming on apples, to setting the most degenerate world records in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I have the fastest time for licking every single NPC in Hyrule? Well, if you're a connoisseur of the illegal, then I highly recommend you subscribe. And while you're at it, why not press that upper position thumb button? If you press it, somebody will stick their thumb up your ass. Or at least that's what I'm like 90% sure that's what that button does. I pressed it on every video I ever watched. Nobody's done it yet, but I'm holding out hope that Sidon's on his way. So as the last crime of the day, I thought I would. I thought I would. I thought I would. I thought I would. I thought I was done with the Gorons. They smell bad. They're ugly as fuck. They don't taste nearly as good as Sidon promised they did. And I can never, ever get my teeth into them because they're in a constant state of utter hardness. So to end them once and for all, I dropped every single machine from today into the hole of your mom. I mean, into the hole of Death Mountain. And it made it erupt, and it killed every single one of them fuckers. Thank God, because now that they're melted into lava, I can drink them through a straw. I could possibly even inject their melted corpses in my tear duct. So as the sun started to set and I looked back at all the crimes I had committed that day, I thought to myself, this isn't enough. This isn't enough. I need more. I need more. But in the process of evil cackling, I launched myself off a cliff and fell to my death.